project for the day is to get part of the structure for our girl goats done today. We have them coming in just a few weeks, so we want to make sure that we have their structure done and their fencing done. So we're going to start building their structure out, and hopefully we'll get most of that done today. So we are starting build on the goat shelter for our female goats. We're gonna do a 8x7 structure and then a 6x7 covered deck. What we did is use treated lumber on the bottom. And we just use little L brackets to connect all those. It's gonna sit on the ground for now. If we ever want to lift it, we should be able to jack it up and put skids underneath if we need to move it, but we shouldn't need to. Tom is just building out the back wall, which is going to be a 4-foot wall. Right now, we're gonna get it framed up. We've got Goose helping, and Brutus. Brutus is helping us build his girlfriend's house. Aren't you, buddy? Aren't ya? He likes to be by us, so we brought him over on a leash, and Finn here is hanging out with them as well. They're sitting in the shade here. Aren't you, boys? Yeah? But we will get this wall built out, and then we will put it up and start on the front wall. We are securing the first stud wall to the base just with some, I think they're 3-inch screws. 3.5. Huh? 3.5. We bought our trailer out here to help with putting the materials and saws on, so we don't have to keep walking up to the house to saw everything. I'm just gonna move the trailer as we move along. We're gonna use that for the fencing too, to keep everything nice and close. Starting on the second wall. And again, this shelter isn't going to be super huge. It'll accommodate probably three goats. We are planning on getting 2 females and possibly an additional one next year. So it should work for what we need. We can, of course, build another one and add an extra little enclosed area if we need to. We're going to fence in this area. We have our pigs there with a shelter right now. And then the boys are over there. Their shelter still needs to be finished. Tom's sawmill over there has a broken part right now that we've been waiting about 3.5 weeks for it to get fixed. So as soon as that's fixed, we're gonna be able to, he's gonna mill the siding and we'll be good to go finishing the rest of the shelters. But these shelters are just a bigger version of what we have for our pigs here. The pig shelter. So there's pig. They're just chilling there. But we're kind of doing the same design here with a entrance off the deck, covered deck portion for the animals, and then a door that we can access the inside. Little covered deck to keep them out of the rain. Not that the pigs care, but they see Finny farm dog. Finn's got to be part of everything. And then they have a window with wire mesh on the side for airflow. This is kind of the design we're using for all of our animal shelters, just varying sizes. We plan to insulate them for winter. And then they have the tin roof. We of course need to finish some trim on the edges of this one. But we ran out of the finished lumber for it, so we'll trim it out like this side. Just kind of rough, nothing fancy. Certainly not perfect, but the animals seem to like it. Hey, Pig Pig, what are you doing? Chilling? Yeah, I brought you food already. I fed you guys today. Pig Pig. Pig Pig. I fed you already. I'll bring you some scraps in a little bit. Why don't you eat that charcoal I gave you? We've been burning the ends of our posts for our fencing to kind of treat the lumber a little bit before we put it in the ground, because it's just rough sawn pine, because that's what we have access to. So we've been treating the ends of those and doing little fires, and I've been saving the little scraps because it's not treated. It's fine for them to chomp on, and I've been giving them the little chunks of charcoal that they're eating. Yeah, that's good for you. See, you're rutting up stuff a little more. They have barely touched the grass in here. They chomp on it, but there was so much of it that they're just finally starting to rut it up and trample it down a little bit. They've got their water over there, which is a 50-gallon drum with a pig nippler on it, and then they've got also a little baby pool to cool off in. They also have a mud hole over there that we fill up that they dug, so they're just eating that charcoal. Is that good, boys? Yeah. So we are just working on the angled sidewall. Goose is helping. This is Stampy and Shiloh.
Why Goose?
Our gray Pomeranian saddleback geese. They are, I think, how old are they? 6 or 7 weeks old now? Probably. They follow us everywhere, and they're involved in every single thing that we do. Yeah. Don't you guys? You think you're little people? Do you think you're little people? But they're being the supervisors for this job. Connor, do you want to hold that up for Dad?
Our goose is tough.
Our goose is tough? They can be.
Are they going to eat Stampy and Shiloh? What happens to old enough?
They're going to be a lot bigger when they're older, because they're just babies yet.
Yeah, Stampy and Shiloh grown up to be a flat cat.
We did a slant. We're doing a slant from 4 feet on that end to 6 feet on this end. That'll give us a good slope for getting rid of rainwater and also for snow. We get quite a bit of snow up here. We're in northern Wisconsin, so that'll be good for the snow to slide right off. Can also do some sort of a rainwater collection off the roofs eventually, but that'll be down the road. We had enough projects on the list for this year. What you doing, Brutus? He's chomping on. I mowed the grass yesterday and he's chomping on the cuttings from what I mowed. Brutus! Bud. You gonna be crabby? No. Hi, buddy. He's got such a good personality right now. Hoping he stays that way for when he gets older. He likes being by us. He doesn't have any little buddies yet. Hopefully we'll be picking up a buddy for him in a couple weeks. So.
Don't eat my finger.
He likes hanging out with the people. And Goose. Goose is his buddy, or are his buddies. They kind of hang out with him. They're all plant eaters, right?
Yep.
They all like the same types of grass.
Eaters and pigs are plant eaters.
Pigs are plant eaters too. So are the chickens and the ducks and the rabbits. So we're just standing up one of the sidewalls. We put a window on this side. So that will be just a small window for airflow. I'll just set that on top and attach it. These two are working on being friends. Vinny's not letting Brutus have a choice. He's a bit intrusive. Vinny, are you a bit intrusive? You're gonna make him be your friend? Do you like the little clover flowers? Those delicious? Just finishing up the second angled wall. So this is the third wall we'll have put up. We've got the back wall over here, the wall with the window, and this wall has a little entrance there that the goats will be able to go in and out, and that's going to face their little covered deck. So on days where it's raining or whatever, they can go on the covered deck area and they don't have to go out in the rain. So we will put this wall up, and then our front wall, which will have a door for us to gain access. So really super simple design. We're attaching the front wall. So we've got all four sides complete. We just need to add a header for the door, for our entry door, which will be in that middle section. And the frame is complete other than the roof. We'll work on that next. And then this deck part will be covered as well. So we'll have a little 6-foot covered deck to hang out on, and then a little structure to go into. Kids are kayaking in Grandpa Jim's kayak on the pond with the ducks and the geese. Hi, Stampy. Hi, Shiloh. And the dog. Dogs. So we were able to get quite a bit done on the shelter today. We were able to get most of the framing out done. We did get sidetracked because Brutus over here started jumping the makeshift fence we have for part of his area. So we're gonna have to start working on making that a little more secure and making sure that he won't jump it. He seems to be able to jump over the it's a 4-foot fence. So we're gonna have to make it probably a little taller or make it electrical. So what we're thinking of doing is adding an electrical wire right at the top of the fence to deter him from jumping over it. So we'll see if that works, and I guess that'll be our next project on the list. But I want to show you what we have been able to get done with the goat shelter for the girls. This is what we got done today. Not as much as we wanted to, But my parents came over and the kids ended up playing in the pond with the kayak and going swimming in our pond. So we took a little time to relax and that was fun. We've got the main structure here built out or framed out for the enclosed shelter. We started with the deck here we're putting on the boards. My parents came over right as we were doing that, so we stopped kind of right in the middle of putting those boards on. But we have the whole shelter framed out, so the next step is to finish the little decking here for the cover deck, then go ahead and put boards on top, then our tin roofing on the top to enclose the top portion, and then as soon as Tom gets his sawmill back, he will mill 1x6 boards for siding, and then we'll put those on, and then we'll build the door out of 1x6s and also the window covering and little goat entrance door. I hope you enjoyed our goat shelter build, and we will follow up with another video with the next few steps on finishing it off. So I hope you join us for that, and I hope that we will see you on the next video. Bye.